Ruin has come to our Ruin has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal of antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
Hello everyone, this is Crundus and welcome to the Darkest Dungeon. So that was the intro cutscene. There was also another notification here that basically says Darkest Dungeon is a game about making the best of a bad situation. I probably will display that at some point. I probably will forget about that. Anyways, this is a turn-based RPG. Some would say strategical RPG. I think it's just an RPG because, you know, that goes without saying. And let's just jump right into it. I have a bit of experience in this, 91 weeks. That was before the Crimson Court DLC. This is with the Crimson Court DLC, and I actually deleted one of my saves already because I did not realize you could scroll down and make more than 3 saves. I don't know why I never realized that before, but hey, there it is. Okay, so activate DLCs. You may enable multiple DLCs once for any estate. Okay, so you could pick and choose parts of the Crimson Court DLC that you wanna... Why would you just not select everything? Okay, I mean, I guess, you know, that lets you do whatever you want. It's really tempting to start with Radiant because I mean, right on the Steam page, it just says a review of the Crimson Court. I forget what site reviewed it. But I just looked at the little shorthand, and it basically says Crimson Court's really unforgiving. Darkest Dungeon is, I would not say completely unforgiving, as it's hyped up to be, by default. But my main issue is Darkest is the default setting, which is suitable, but it took, I mean, we're looking at like, I don't know, maybe 100 hours to actually even be prepared for the Darkest Dungeon, like, reliably. And I just don't think that's great for a starter Let's Play. So instead, let's go with Radiant. From what I understand, I've not played this since Darkest Dungeon's initial release, actual release. So yeah, we'll see what changes Radiant has. I've messed around with Radiant, obviously, a little bit, and I detect almost nothing different, honestly. So there's that as well. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens with Radiant. This is Radiant up here. I did 9 weeks. I just felt like the experience was pretty much the exact same as Darkest. And I did experiment with, what, Stygian? Whatever the third one's called. Stygian. It's harder, that's for certain. So, what should we name our estate? Let's name it, let's name it the Arcanum. What is this? Oh, right, okay. DLC installed. Okay. Let us begin. This is the Arcanum estate. I wanted to rename it actually, but whatever. We are now part of the Arcanum. I'll say better names than that for you, I suppose.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Maybe. So that ghost that's in the intro cinematic, he could sometimes, I think maybe he only appears in New Game Plus or previously. What it was called. So Stygian now? I don't know what he does, actually. I don't remember. I saw him only one time when I was experimenting on Stygian. But for the most part, you never see him otherwise, so it's like, okay, I don't know what this is, but alright. With the stagecoach destroyed and the caretaker gone, you have to make the journey to the hamlet on foot. And the load times usually are not this long. I think this one specifically is long because it's maybe creating a world, but I don't think it creates dungeons before you actually begin in them. So I don't know. I could be making that up.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
Did he have 2 Ds? Whatever. This is Uther, and Dismas is going to be. Oh. Joshua. Okay. That's the first thing I need to do, obviously.
Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
Okay, alright. So, to give a quick interview, well, not interview, but overview of what exactly is going on here.
The onslaught. Destroy.
You have a maximum of 4v4 fights. Your position in the 4 on your side, and their side too,
Leave
for that
nothing
matter,
unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places.
dictates, well, obviously how likely you are to be hit by certain abilities, but also what abilities you could use yourself. For example,
has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
you cannot use Open Vein, which is a melee attack if you are in the 4th position here. I don't know why. You could use it on the 3rd position even, but that's that. And each ability does different things, obviously. So we'll go through those abilities as we go forward. But for now, I think I want to get rid of the Fusilier first, as is what I usually do. And I do try to get a stun off on the big guy, because sometimes it works. He has a 50% chance of stun, but you know what? That's a coin flip. And I like gambling. Well, I know I hate gambling. I've never gotten gambled in my life. But I do like taking that chance sometimes. This guy will be dead on the next turn, most likely.
Confusion.
I'm still going to go for the stun.
And panic.
I'm still going to go... Okay, that kind of hurts. He resisted the move back. That was worrisome. Okay, that's a bit of a problem.
The will to fight falters.
I'm still gonna try for the stun. Okay, there we go, finally. Joshua should go first, and hopefully... I mean, we could actually... Yeah, I think I should have done grape shot before.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Some damage on the front guy's great. Now we'll go for smite, which is a big single target damage hit that the Crusader
A
can
dizzying
do.
blow to body and brain.
So heroes have hero classes. You unfortunately can't customize the way they look. There's a few add-ons that give them different skins, but for the most part, I think the default skins look fine in comparison compared to those add-ons that I've looked through, but we'll see. I have not actually tried. I'm first of all.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Wow. This is a lot for the first fight, actually. So I shall demonstrate what happens with this chest because it is always trapped, no matter what. Doesn't really matter. But when you open things, bad things could happen, or they could be good things too. Okay, what did you get, Joshua? That's lovely, alright. Fantastic thing to start off with. He has the highest speed, so he went before everybody. Now he has the lowest speed, at least on the first round.
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them. In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings. Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion. Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses, all will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
Okay, so I actually do want to upgrade Hero Barracks, or at least, no. Yes, I want to upgrade Stagecoach Network to this.
Word is traveling. Ambition is stirring in distant cities. We can use this.
And we'll embark immediately, because
A mecca of madness and morbidity.
I want
Your
to.
work begins.
Let's go
The
two
cost of
shovels.
preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
Okay, I don't know what the loud datum is, but whatever. So there's a few phases, basically, in this entire game, essentially. Maybe Crimson Court adds another one, I don't know. The prepared phase is basically everything that you do in the hamlet, which is upgrading your buildings, recruiting heroes, equipping their gear, purchasing trinkets, things like that, which is the screen that we just passed by. After that, you would select which dungeon that you want to go to. Right now, this is kind of scripted. I believe the layout of the ruins is random, but let's say procedurally generated, actually, not random. But anyways, before you embark on going to a dungeon, you could select what supplies to bring. This is actually kind of important because heroes eat things, and then sometimes they get poisoned, and you could cure poisons with anti-venom. You could also use all these items in combat, except for food, I believe. I like to go with a lot of food, actually, because sometimes hunger checks happen not predictably for me. Maybe they will. Maybe it'll be more predictable in time, but we'll see. And it's kind of self-explanatory what these do. Skeleton keys, unlock doors and keys, and, well, I don't think I've used it to unlock a door, now that I think about it. Ever. Anyways, sometimes they work on chests. And they work on very specific type of chests. Medicinal herbs cure debuff, bandages cure bleeding, anti-venom cures blight, shovels clear obstacles, food. You could use this to heal, except it's very minor. Torches affect light level, which I will demonstrate as we are going through the first level. Again, no idea what this is, and holy water. It just basically increases all your resistances to things like, I think, even being pushed back, but I don't know. Your first expedition to the ruins of your ancestry. Be curious. Be careful. So, procedurally generated roguelike RPG. That's what this game is. and it's great. I've spent a lot of hours in this game, and I'm definitely looking forward to exploring the Crimson Court. I have not actually done anything with the actual
promise of safety.
title dungeon name, so the Darkest Dungeon. So that'll be interesting for me as well. I probably should have thought about this. No, wait, no, I can't. There's no one I can hit in the back. Never mind. Okay, so Emboldening Vapors. If I could probably put Emboldening Vapors on Uther here, I believe Zealous Accusation could probably just kill them both, or Judgment could do the same thing too. We could also go for a stun, but I think we could get a... Let's go for a stun and see if there's no chance we're actually gonna get like...
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
You can kill the front guy quickly. They're skeletons, they don't bleed, I don't care. Yeah!
Executed with impunity.
Wow, okay, that's hot.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
So this is a roguelike, but there are some things that will always be the same no matter what. After like the very first 2 dungeons, that's when it gets into like, whatever, something, I don't know, everything might happen. Uther, previously Reynald, will always have Kleptomaniac, that sucks. And Joshua will always have Known Cheat, that sucks less. Okay, so when you are in the exploration phase, basically you don't know what you're heading into unless you get a random scout chance, which we did just right here. So, I mean, otherwise if we didn't do it, we'd see this no matter what, but we would not know it's coming. And also, this would just surprise the hell out of us. There's a surprise mechanic, but that's also another random chance. So, there's hit points and stress. You could think of them as kind of basically the exact same thing, except once someone's stressed, unless they reach 200 stress, which it takes a while, they don't die. Instead, once they reach 100, that's when they get like a severe debuff, or a buff, although that's really don't count on that. People in the back line usually do more stress damage, or they are just people that focus on attacking your back line. Frontliners have attacks that generally attack the front line. So there's that. Let's just go for a kill here. All debuffs in the game, as far as I'm aware, stack. So that's damage over time effects. That's actual debuffs. So let's, for example, the Vestal has a Hand of Light ability that causes her to nerf the enemy's damage by 23%. If you stacked it up twice in 2 turns, that would be 46, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, so Bone Soldier has more health here. I should keep track of like who has what speed. Joshua obviously goes before these two because he has the higher speed. Yep, because that dictates the turn order. But I don't like keeping track of that, honestly. So maybe I should just not care about it. We could do Judgment. Let's negate damage as much as possible. Wow. Crit heal. Judgment does damage and heals the Vestal specifically. Zealous Accusation. Corpses are left. They're basically just obstacles. This should be a kill. Unless... Wow. Never mind. Okay, so we're gonna get some additional stress. That's okay. Especially for the very first dungeon. Let's do Divine Grace. Powerful. Well... Good single target heal. And a shoot time.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Excellent. Does he have Warrior of Light still? He does. Okay, so...
In Radiance, may we find victory.
He gets a plus 10% damage bonus if we are over 75 light. So, light is another thing to keep track of. The penalties or benefits are displayed right there. So 82 light. I mean, it changes at every light level, and each there's basically multiple tiers of light, dictated by the ticks on the bar. You get more treasure when it's dark. I don't know how that works, but okay. All right. Bone Arbalest. guy in the back that does a lot of range damage. He hurts. So I actually would like to go for a stun on him. 10% chance to stun. Sure, I'll take it. We could annihilate the front two. Or, yeah, let's just go with Grape Shot Blast. Zealous Accusation will definitely kill the front two. Oh, never mind. Okay, well, I don't know what I was thinking there. Let's get a kill so we can negate some damage.
A faint hope blossoms.
Graveyard Slash. 5 damage. Yeah, that's basically a single heal. So, it's significant, alright. Could go for stun, 50% chance of that working. Could go for Blight. Probably the better idea. I could also buff Joshua, who can pistol shot the guy in the back.
Inspiration and improvement.
There's a lot of new lines for the Ancestor slash narrator, because I never heard that one before. Goodbye.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Damn. Okay, that hurt. So did that,
Another
though.
abomination cleansed from our lands.
Let's see. Okay, so what am I doing? Okay, there we go. I don't know if holy water does anything to the holy fountain. Okay, I'll take it. Okay, there's a trap there. Each hero class has a certain trap expertise skill. Obviously, as you might imagine, the Highwayman's the best at it. Shocker there, I know. Explore 90% of rooms, okay. And the funny thing is this also can be used as a stress relief. Like, I guess, you know, if you're just tinkering with traps, even though they could kill you, it's probably kind of relaxing. Stressful. Occultist in the back, or whatever her name is. Acolyte, rather. Should we go for stun or set her up to be killed? I think we should set up the frontliners to be killed, actually. Let's do it. Let's go for stun on her then, just so she's out of it for a little bit. Oh, 10% resist, okay. The bleed did get off, so that's effectively 5 damage that we just took. So that hurts. Zealous Accusation should kill both. Did I have 75, so he does get Warrior of Light
Continue the onslaught.
boost.
Destroy them all.
Now, let's try for a stun once more. That's okay, shoot her. Let's work on destroying these corpses. Maybe not the... Well, Grape Shot will destroy them now. I think we go for a heal here. Because we can't actually... I don't think I've ever seen them attack. Maybe higher tiers of the Acolytes do, but... that sucks. I don't believe I've ever seen her do actual damage. Really? That's one lucky Acolyte. Okay, so 1 damage. I stand corrected. Sort of. Critical hit on the corpse. Because we're... So that's what you get when you delay turns or like intentionally just screw around with the enemy. Not intentionally in this case, but sometimes you could just like, oh, I'm just gonna pass my turn and then heal my party at the full.
A trifling victory.
The game punishes you for
But
that.
a victory nonetheless.
I have seen videos of builds where that was not implemented, which seemed kind of cheap. Oh, he's gonna steal everything. Okay, that was pointless then.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
I'll be keeping this for myself. Reward hard earned. Not really, but okay. Okay, so there's a hunger check. That's fine. That's free healing. Unless you have no food, in which case that's bad. Very curious to see, like, if I could actually detect any changes from Darkest to, Radiant. You're stealing stuff again.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Yeah, I agree. Like, greed, for example. The worst type of corruption. We're out of torches now, but that's fine. No, actually, I want to explore the last room. There's going to be a fight here. This is 100% scripted then. I know exactly what's going to be here. It's going to be a 4-party fight. That's going to be kind of difficult, but, you know, we're going to be doing those fights so consistently, it doesn't really matter. Let's do it. Yep, backliner dies first. The most tempting of goblins. Let's go for a stun on them, actually. Because that stun actually hits 2 people in the back line, which is fantastic as far as I'm concerned. We could stun... We could totally stun their front line, yeah. Oh! Okay. Okay. Heavily considering using this now. Not that, but... Oh yeah, they changed tracking shot, and now I think it's slightly more useful. Maybe. Which is now, it's not a, you could buff it for like a few, I mean, you could shoot a really weak shot and it buffs you for like, I think it's maybe 2 turns at the most. It's now, you shoot it and it buffs you for the entire fight. Which, yeah, that's hot. Okay, let's actually get rid of the courtier here, if at all possible. No, let's shoot him with a tracking shot, actually, because now he's buffed to hell.
The blood quickens.
The blood quickens. I think I'll go with Bulwark of Faith, because this gives him protection. That's awesome.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
He talks way more now. Boom. 7 damage on the spot. That's a kill. That hurts. Thanks. But now we don't have to worry about stress and just hit points, because everything else here just does outright hit point damage. Let's see if we can actually get a stun on this guy, huh? Hell yeah. Man in the back, we could go for another stun, because he lost his stun diminishing return. Yeah, oh god, 10% resist, huh? Can we smite this guy and kill him in 1 hit? It's possible.
Another one falls.
Boom. That's max damage right there. 20% chance to crit. Is that from tracking shot? Because if it is, I severely underestimated how good that skill was. Because that's a really high chance to crit in this game, actually. Let's just go for the smite. I'm mainly doing that to get my torchlight up, because that enables Warrior of Light. Although he goes... No, he will take advantage of this Radiant Light boost. Okay, good. That one's dead. Just buff him. Okay, he's dead. I mean, the frontline guy's dead. Yeah, 5% crit. Hey. And the end. Eldrop gets a kill.
That comes on its own.
Illuminating light. I think dazzling light. Okay, well, whatever. And we might as well use our last key here. Boom. We are done with a full pack almost. I love the way it dishes this out. I mean, it's probably something you'll skip after, like, hours in, but it's really rewarding. Now this part's cool all the time. It's like, okay, so what do we got? Oh, by the way, each character has up to, I think, is it 6 or 4 or 5 traits of both negative and positive ones. They're called quirks, but it basically makes characters distinguishable from each other. Manslayer, hello. Okay, that's cool. Night blindness, okay. Eldrov is blind in the night. That's fine. I don't think that's entirely true to life.
The degeneracy of the hamlet is nothing, I fear.
But there's that.
When compared to the condition of surrounding acres.
Because we're all night owls.
The
Oh,
cobwebs
right.
have been dusted, the pews set straight.
I
The
forget.
abbey calls to the faithful.
Can you change the name of this? No? Can we? You know, I'm curious. Let's exit to the main menu really quickly. Apparently you can't. Okay, well, I wonder if I could just edit it like exe file and then... I mean, not exe file, but
I
a
see
save
something
file.
long absent in the sunken faces of passers-by. A glimmer of hope.
The Arcanum mistake, I mean, the part kind of annoys me. I'm not gonna lie.
Fresh
but that's
kegs,
okay.
cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
Okay, so Eldrov can go pray. Lisette can go flatulate. Because they have more than 50% stress. Uther and Joshua, we could take them out on the next run. We won't have a healer,
What better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
but that should be okay. Maybe. We'll see. We will certainly see. I'm sorry. Okay, I thought that said Manderville. I'm leaving that the same. It's Mandeville. Alright. Wow, that's an interesting random thing to have. I'm thinking of saving all of these right now and not upgrading anything else, just because once we unlock the guild and the blacksmith, I'd like to spend whatever I need on upgrading those, and then we can just empower our men. So, we will be going out without a healer. Vengeful Greaves. They added a lot of, like, just common trinkets. Plague Doctor's Sensor. Interesting. Plus 10% death blow resist, huh? We don't have a Jester, but critical dice, I mean, can't go wrong with that, really. Explore 90% of rooms. I think we do this, actually. We'll be going without, I mean, the part that worries me is we're moving out without a heal. Do you have Battlefield Bandage? You do not. Okay, screw it, then we're just doing a short one then. I guess Vengeful Greaves, this seems really boring, but whatever. Okay, let's think about this. Uther and Joshua, yeah, they're level 1, but without upgraded gear, it doesn't really matter. As far as I'm aware anyways. We are going into the ruins, which means we're going to be facing undead mostly, I believe. Let's go with Ishtola. Yeah, I think this is a fantastic idea. Now, I am considering... Well, there won't be that many people to bleed, huh? Besides cultists. That could be kind of cool, but... Joshua's pretty damn good. Which makes me want to not take him and take Hien instead. We have a melee range stun. We have guard dog. We have a stress relief. That'll be... He can do everything that... All of his abilities in the second position, so that should be fine. So, we have no healer, which means I'm actually going to take... That should do it. 2 keys, 2 shovels. We have the Warrior of Light again, so let's actually take 10 torches. And that's it. Everything else is bonus as far as I'm concerned. The ruins bear all the signs of your ancestors' frenzied digging. I'm sure they do. He was crazy about it, really.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
Okay. Now, I believe I could use a shovel on here. Which I'm going to try and see if that's worth it. I don't really think that was worth it. If we come across 2 obstacles now, that's terrible. And shovels, I don't know why, but they're actually fairly expensive. Probably because in terms of gameplay, they're extremely useful.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
But like a shovel in real life, would that really be worth more than most of the things here, actually? Like antidotes? Medicine's expensive. Okay, what do we got? 80%, 60%, 60%, 50%. Really? The arbalist is pretty bad at disarming traps. Okay. I love how the dog was just staring at it. It's like, oh, trap is there. Trap is there. That was looted.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
In that case, no, we're not going that way. Because if we run into another obstacle that's more mandatory to clear, that'll be bad. You're frickin' stealing stuff again.
Wealth beyond measure.
Wow.
Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
He stole a journal page from the
Cruel
ancestor.
machinations spring to life with a singular purpose.
I feel like trap damage has gone up through the roof, honestly. Now, what is this? Can we use holy water on the altar of light? You curried favor of the gods, or something like that. 30% damage, damn. That's extremely useless for Ishtola. Oh. Oh god, this is a really crappy position. Okay, this is not good. Thankfully, he can attack from back there. Yeah.
Inspiration and improvement.
Okay, one more turn, and then we could blind fire up here. It doesn't really matter. I mean, you're gonna kill someone no matter what.
Destroy them all.
Yes, take the hit. Woo! That was the best situation. Result. Oh, I mean, we do have kind of a heal. Sort of. That's funny.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
525 gold. Let's continue right along. How many torches do we have left? 4. 3. Oh, hello. Oh, crap. I forgot about the party position. Okay, that's a bit bad, but... yes, let's move back here. Okay, that was a good waste of 2 turns. If the push succeeds, which it did, of course, because why wouldn't it? That completely negated all of my efforts just now. That's a good dodge. It's also a pretty good dodge. Alright, this is serious, so we're doing this. This will almost be a kill. We could follow it up with blight damage, but just not right now. Let's do that. And if I get a stun off on this soldier, that'll negate damage a little bit, which I think is the most... Are you serious? Okay, well, you know, fine. Ishtola, buff Luther. We'll take these front 2 out with Zealous Accusation.
Perform beyond one's limits.
That's sucks. We could also snipe him, but I think sniping would be better used elsewhere. We could shoot these. Yeah, I think this is a great idea, actually. Oh, hell yeah. I don't think the Bone Soldier could do anything in the third row, actually. So we can set. Oh, whoa. Okay, now he can do something again. That's okay, though.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
It's really hard to not talk over the narrator and just like mimic what he's saying. Because it's so cool, really. Really good performance here, in my opinion. Yeah, let's buff
A
Mandeville.
brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Whatever, you know.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Was that double scout? Double scout all the way.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
Oh, hell yeah. I don't know why you're here, but okay. Yes. That's good stuff right there. That's really good stuff right there. So we can go for a stun. We could buff. I think we're gonna buff, actually.
The blood quickens.
Okay, so this is against Beast, right? I should we could mark somebody. I say we go for the stun, actually. The cutthroat is probably the most dangerous. I would love to get some damage on the Fusilier, but like I don't think this does a lot of damage. In fact, it doesn't, so... Should we go for Zealous or Smite? Smite's basically a guaranteed kill, assuming it hits. Unless we get really unlucky, but... Yeah. Bam. Now then. I believe stun is in order. Although I don't know what he could do in third position, actually. That sucks. You could do that, apparently. Shut up. No, we're okay, it's okay. Shoot him.
Their formation is broken.
Yeah, exactly where I called it. That's right. Definitely
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
So we're done here, basically.
These
Because,
nightmarish
well, no, we
creatures
have one more
can be
battle to go.
felled. They can be beaten.
And I think this will be, unless we get really unlucky and encounter a random thing in the hallways. We should be good to go here. Party position's good to go. Room battle with treasure. Hello. Yeah, I'm surprised too, actually. Should we blight them or stun them? Let's go for damage. Because I could actually kill them both. That's not a kill, but okay. That's a kill. Zealous Accusation will not be a kill. Smite is a potential kill on the Bone Soldier. Let's go for it. Oh, I don't know why we went for it, but okay.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
1 HP. That's okay, I don't care. I don't know why it hurts that much. That I guess because he's throwing poison. Oof. Pain. Yep. We'll buff Zealous Accusation.
The slow death, unforeseen.
Blackjack will hit the front liner or maybe stun him. Yeah, okay, great. Zealous Accusation will kill the one in the back. And we're pretty much good to go. Oh, we can use Bolus too. Shabam. One HP left. He doesn't bleed, so... Bam.
Seize this momentum.
Push on to the task's end.
Okay. We have blood. Apparently we're not done yet.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles,
That's okay.
paid for in blood.
So one of the last rooms is going to require a shovel no matter what. We're going to go here because it's closer. What is in the crate?
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
They are, but this one was not. Because we have all the supplies that we need, including the blood, which is there anything else here? No? Okay, we're done.
The shifted corridors and sloped walls of our ancestry are beginning to feel familiar.
So yeah, this is pretty much standard Darkest Dungeon so far, but once we start hitting the really weird... I mean, we've already seen a few Crimson Court stuff. Like, I don't know what the blood is yet. I have a rough idea, but don't know just yet. So we'll see.
Though long years may seek to separate them, action and consequence will invariably have their dreadful reunion.
Wait. So, a maddening whine. Intolerable. Clouds of mosquitoes and other less identifiable pests continue to descend upon the hamlet with maddening persistence. Illness and irritation abound. New courtyard quest available. Okay. Is that what I think it is? Oh, okay, so we do have to go to the courtyard now. Okay, well, this is new. That's definitely new. Oh, what in the what? Atonement beads, Vestal only, Crimson Court. Plus 20, wow! I already like this. Plus 20% damage on melee skills, plus 3% crit on melee skills, negative 50% virtue chance, don't care. I feel the whispers of my mind. Oh, this is really cool. This is like a freaking WoW item. Wow. Or maybe even Diablo. Although I'd compare it more to WoW because it's useful. Anyways, we'll probably be going there next. So, let's take a break here. And we'll pick up on the next episode of the Arcanum Estate. And I'll recruit people and then do all the preparations on camera so we know exactly what'll be happening. I considered doing it off camera, but then I feel like that's just a bit of a disconnect there. So, well, basically just a cut. And I mean, if that's not enjoyable to watch, you can just skip right over it. But yeah, we'll have it all in a concise, nice little showing. Anyways, this is Krendus. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please feel free to subscribe. It helps me a lot just to know that you're watching. I appreciate it regardless. Thank you very much for your time, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Also, this game's pretty awesome. So, see you later. Take care.